Swami Vidyanand says in Panchdashi 7217, Mahiko ayam chidavasa sruter anubhavarapi indrajalam jagat proktam tat antah pratyayam yata. This chidavas is a product of Maya. Shruti and experience both demonstrate this. The world is a magical show and chidavas is included in it. Narsingha Uttar Upanishad 9 and Kevalya Upanishad 1:12-14 says chidavas is not transcendentally real. As consciousness, it is kutastha. As antakaran reflecting consciousness, it is a product or manifestation of Maya. Shvetashvatara Upanishad 4:9 says, Sandans yagya kratmopatani bhutam bhavyam yatso veda vadanti asman mayi srijte vishwametat tasmin anyo maya saniruddha. The Vedas sacrifice kratus, bhoj, the past, present, future, and all those which the Vedas speak of are from it. The ruler of Maya projects this world, and because of Maya, it becomes bound in it as a separate entity, as it were. And 4:10 says, Mayam tu prakriti vidwan, Mayam so maheswaram, tasya abhya bhutestu vyaptam sarvam idam jagat. One should know that nature as Maya, and the Supreme Lord is the ruler of Maya. This whole universe is verily pervaded by that Maya. Maya, that is ignorance, is Prakriti, that is material cause of the universe. Verse 218-219 says, Vilyo api asya suptyadyo sakshina hi anubhuyate etadisam swabhavam vivi nakti puna puna. The absorption of Chidavas in deep sleep is experienced by the witness. By continuously differentiating the Chidavas, one comes to understand its unreality and its separateness from the self. Chidavas is the aspirant himself. Vivicya nasam nischitya punarbhogam na vanchati mumurkhu sahito bhumo vivaham ko abhivanchati. When the Chidavas or Jiva convinces himself that he is liable to destruction, he no longer desires pleasure, just as a dying man lying on the ground will not desire to marry. Verse 220-221-222 says, Jihveti vavhartum cha bhokta aham iti purvad chinnanas ivi hita klishyan. No arambham asunte. He is ashamed to speak of himself as the enjoyer, as before. He feels ashamed like one whose nose has been cut off, and just endures the experience of his fructifying karma. The enlightened man is ashamed of identifying himself with Chidavas. Yada so asya api bhoktitvam mantum jihveti ayam tada sakshini aropiyet etad iti kathabritha. When Chidavas is ashamed to think of himself as the enjoyer, how meaningless it is to say that he will superimpose the idea of being the enjoyer on the kutastha. Iti abhipreti bhoktaram akshipati or visankya kasya kamyeti tatas sarir anu jaro nahi. Thus the words for whose gratification in the first verse are intended to denote that there is no enjoyer at all, and consequently to the enlightened there are no bodily miseries. Verse 223-224 says, Asthulam sukshmam karnam cha Sariram trivdham smritam avasyam trivdho asti ev tatra tatra uchto jvara. Bodies are of three types, gross, subtle and causal. Certainly, they are subject to three kinds of corresponding afflictions. Bhat pit slesna janya vyadhya koti sasastano durgandhatva kurupatva dah vang adhyas tatha. The physical body composed of wind, fire and water is subject to a score of diseases and also to many other troubles such as bad odor, deformity, inflammation and fracture. Verse 2-5 says, Kam krodha deha santi, danta deha, ling dega, jora dvepi vadante, prapta praptya naram kramat. The subtle body is affected on the one hand by desire, anger and so forth, and on the other by inner and outer control, peace of mind and serenity of senses. The presence of former affections and the absence of the latter lead to misery. The six enemies are desire, anger, greed, delusion, pride and jealousy. Santi means peace of mind and Dante is the control over senses, or they mean the six sattvic qualities: inner control, outer control, withdrawal, fortitude, concentration and faith. The sensual people gloat over enjoyments and spiritual aspirants suffer because they think they have no control over them. Verse 2 to 6. Swam param na chobeti atma vinasti vikarne agabhi dukh bijam chet etad indren darshatam. In deep sleep, the state of causal body, jiva knows neither himself nor others and appears as if dead. Causal body is the seed of future births and their miseries. Ignorance is its main affliction, which is rather obscure and difficult to apprehend. Indra saw the self there as declared in Chandogya Upanishad. Chandogya Upanishad 8:11:1 says, Tad यत्रेतत् सुप्त समस्त संप्रसन्न स्वप्नम न बीजानाति एष आत्मेति होवाच एतत् अमृतम अभयम एतत् ब्रह्मेति. When one is sleeping with all his organs inactive, it is free from worry and has no dreams. This is what the self is. It is immortal and fearless. It is Brahman. Verse 2 to 7 says, Ete jvara sariresu trisu swabhavika mata yoge tu jvorestani sarirani ev naste. These afflictions are natural to the three bodies. When the bodies become free from afflictions, they cease to function.